Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Psychological Counseling and Palmistry. I am an astrologer, palmist, and a counseling psychologist. I provide holistic therapy combining all these three sciences. I intend to spread awareness of these sciences through my YouTube channel. In Jyotish Shastram, we must follow two steps while predicting a horoscope. 1. Accurately cast a horoscope using details like date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. So, this forms a snapshot of placements of grahas when an individual is born. So, this chart becomes a unique chart designed to an individual. Typically, no two individuals' chart will be same as the basic details will vary. Even twins' horoscopes are unique and their horoscope analysis procedure is different. I will explain that as well in my upcoming series. So, what does your horoscope portray? Grahas position in the chart are fixed and permanent for this lifetime. But are all grahas stationary? No, the grahas are constantly moving, which means we need to consider this variable as well in the prediction process. This variable is called transit or gochara. In this step, we give a lot of importance to moon's placement in your horoscope. Based on this placement, we check the current position of grahas. Why do we need to check the current position of grahas? These transiting grahas also impact our lives. For example, health, profession, financial transactions, harmony within the family, and so on. These transiting grahas can be classified as good or bad for an individual. If the graha is placed in a favorable position from the moon, then it provides comfort, success, and happiness. Whereas, if the graha is not placed in a favorable position from the moon, then it gives negative effects such as impulsive decisions, obstacles in profession or business, uncontrollable issues, disharmony in the family leading to lack of peace of mind. Hence, Gochara plays an important role in horoscope analysis. Welcome to my Gochara series. I'll be explaining transit of three important grahas. Those are Shani, Guru, and Rahu. Why only these three grahas? The reason being is that these three grahas stay in each house for the longest period when compared to the rest like Surya, Mangala, Shukra, and so on. Shani transits for 2.5 years in each house. Guru transits for 1 year. And Rahu for 1.5 years. Imagine a guest visits your house and stays for about 12 to 18 months. This extended visit takes a toll on monthly budget, invades privacy, increases quarrels in the family, interference in personal matters, etc. Similarly, transiting grahas also impact our plans and lives. In my Gochara multiple video series, I would like to focus on specific positions of Shani that has the most impact, favorable Guru positions, and the effect Rahu has in certain houses. I would like to start my Gochara series with the most malefic graha, Shani. Shani transits in certain houses causes a huge impact on our lives. For instance, the popular term Sade Sati or Elnad Shani, Ashtama Shani, Kantaka Shani, and so on. Most people are afraid and curious about Shani and hence this video is about Ashtama Shani. In other words, when Shani transits in 8th house from Janma Rashi, then it is called Ashtama Shani. Where is Shani currently posited? Shani or Saturn is currently in Makara. So let's trace back. Shani is 8th from Mithuna Rashi, which means that Mithuna Rashi individuals are being affected by Ashtama Shani effects. What is the duration of Ashtama Shani? Shani stays in a house for 2.5 years. So, Shani moved to Makara from 24 Jan 2020 and will be here until 29th April 2022. So, Mithuna Rashi individuals feel the effect of Ashtama Shani during this period. Let's see the effects of Ashtama Shani on individuals with Mithuna as Janma Rashi. How does it affect a newborn whose Janma Rashi is Mithuna and born during this period? Because it's a newborn baby, the impact of Ashtama Shani is faced by the parents of the baby. The Ashtama Shani period gives losses, problems in profession, lack of harmony in the family, separation due to job or misunderstandings. It also affects the health of the newborn, like stomach ailments, frequent vomits, loss of weight, skin allergies, and multiple visits to the clinics. How does it affect a student whose Janma Rashi is Mithuna? If you are a student whose Janma Rashi is Mithuna, then you will face the following Ashtama Shani results between 24 Jan 2020 and 29th April 2022. Issues in your academics, lack of concentration, distraction, and forgetfulness. You will notice that you have to put more effort on education during this period than in previous years. You will notice health issues such as stomach ailments, eye trouble. Female students face menstrual problems and gynecological ailments, low back pain, etc. How does it affect an individual whose Janma Rashi is Mithuna? Ashtama Shani is not a favorable period. It gives losses, failures, problems in career, misunderstandings in family, issues with superiors, scarcity of money, and wasteful expenditure. Women experience menstrual issues, gynecological ailments, low back pain, joint pains, varicose veins, and leg pain. This is how Ashtama Shani affects a newborn, student, and an adult. These were high-level indicators. Specific individual predictions of Ashtama Shani can be made based on the position of Shani or lordship of Shani in a horoscope. As astrologers, we don't just predict and stop. We suggest pariharas which will help overcome difficult situations. A few examples of pariharas to reduce the intensity of Ashtama Shani are: visit Shani temple, light a diya with gingerly oil in temple, perform Navagraha Puja on Saturdays, chant Shani Parihara Shloka. There are many such effective pariharas that an astrologer will customize as per your horoscope. Diligently practicing these pariharas with faith will help reduce negative effects of Shani Graha and gives us strength in dealing with difficult situations. In my next video, I will talk about which Janma Rashi individuals have Guru Bala and how you can effectively utilize it. If you like this episode, please share and subscribe to my channel Psychological Counseling and Palmistry with Akhila Murthy.